Good morning, it is week 2 and we are fully stripped out now. Place is a little bit of a mess because we have run out of skip space. So we're waiting on a new skip today and then we'll get this cleared up in here and get all of this rubbish into the skip. We've tried to contain it into piles. We've also got the stud walls up predominantly. There's a little bit of jiggery pokery to still do upstairs and we still need to do this nib here. But the kitchen's all gone. The plumber is starting tomorrow, so he will be starting on the boiler, the ensuite and the few radiators that we need to move. We've created this new doorway into bedroom number 1 and blocked off the old downstairs toilet and made it part of this bedroom's ensuite. So this bedroom's ready to go now, really. You can see the ensuite's pretty decent actually. We think we are going to pop the toilet and sink on this, oh crikey, I'm walking into walls. Toilet and sink on this wall and the shower cubicle in this corner here, and then the door will open onto this wall inwards. So that's the plan for that one. Upstairs we are also stripped out and I've taken some walls down. Showed you the bathroom last week. Everything went really well with the strip out. The only slight thing we weren't anticipating is this wall here is a little bit wobbly. So we're just going to have to reinforce that. It's a bit of plastic nose. What is it? What is it? We're going to just need to reinforce that slightly and get all this plaster off. Nothing really to report in this bedroom. So this is where we've taken this nib out to make this bedroom and what was this little bit of corridor space into one. So that's all done. The only thing we need to do now in this room is pop the door frame in to create the doorway into the bedroom. And then up on the top floor, we've also created this new doorway for bedroom 4. So it was there, so we still need to block that one up. And we've created this doorway here. So we're going to enter this room through here, and we've built the ensuite, taking some room from this bedroom and then also some room from this bedroom. This bedroom's still a good size, so we don't have any concerns about this one. You probably can't really quite get the scale, but it is really quite a good size still, especially now we've again taken this nib down. So you've got this little landing part as part of the bedroom now too. Bathroom, showed you that last week too, stripped. So in here we've had a little play around with the bedroom because it is a small room now we've added the ensuite in, and that is a bit of a concern. Obviously you want your rooms to be as big as possible. It meets regulations, it more than meets regulations, but we obviously want to rent the rooms, so we want to have nice big rooms. So what we are thinking about is actually changing the stud work slightly. Now it's up, it does feel a little bit encroaching into the room, so we are maybe toying with the idea of putting the door on a slant into the ensuite. So the door essentially would go across here like this. So we would chop this corner off and then this corner would become part of the bedroom again, which I think would be good. Floor space is good. So we're playing with that idea at the moment because it is a decent size ensuite still. So we're going to have shower in that section there, toilet, sink straight ahead of us, towel rail on this bit of stud here, so we can actually afford to lose this diagonal across there. So watch this space on that one. I have a few meetings down here today, which is why I'm here, because there's no trades working till tomorrow. But we are meeting the gentleman from the council, so we always try and get the council out to have a look at the house while we're at this stage. We talk them through the plans, bedroom sizes, where we're putting things, to make sure that we are fully complying to HMO regulations. We know the regs, they do, obviously, they vary a little bit from council to council, so that's why we like to try and get the council out just to have a look while we're at this stage, because if they notice anything, it's much easier to do the changes now rather than when we're finished. So I've got that meeting, and then I've also got a meeting with the furniture company that we're planning on using. We've not used them before, but we've seen some stuff that they've done and it looks really cool. So I'm excited to meet with those guys. We're gonna have a walk around, plan some stuff out. So that is me this morning. I promised last week that I would give you a rundown on the numbers in this house, so I will quickly do that now. We have bought it for 220,000. We think it's going to take about 45,000 to do the renovation. It is a little bit more than we've spent on other HMOs in the past, but there's a lot of bathrooms going into this house, hence the bigger budget is needed. We had about 10,000 of buying costs, so I think it was 8.5 grand stamp duty, which makes me want to cry, but we had to pay that. So all in all, not the cheapest HMO we've ever bought, but hopefully we're going to get some good rent on it. With the bedrooms being all ensuite, we are hoping to get about $550 a month per bedroom. We could potentially get a bit more, but I'm trying to be a little bit conservative at this point because we've not rented it yet, obviously. And we are hoping to get a valuation of 300 once the work is done. So we've spoken to quite a few local estate agents, and they think once we've fully renovated it and turned it into a HMO, it's going to be worth about 300,000. So our plan, as always, will be to remortgage it after we've had it for 6 months and once it's tenanted, and ideally we will be able to pull a little bit of our money back out, which will be nice. But with everything that's going on at the moment with Brexit, we're not actually putting all our eggs in that basket, because you just don't know what's going to happen with house prices over the next few months. But keep your fingers crossed for us, because that is our plan, and that would be awesome because it means we can get some money out to go and get the next one. So yeah, a little rundown of the numbers. If anyone's got any questions on the numbers, really happy to share anything. I'll probably share breakdowns of the renovation costs as we go along a bit more as well. But yeah, feel free to drop me a message or let me know if you have any questions about any of that. Good morning, I am back at the house. I'm on the top floor. We've made a little bit of progress since I last had my camera out. We have pretty much got all of the studs up now, and also all of the door casings are in, which is all we basically need to put in to be able to get plastering. I'm actually down here at the moment because I'm waiting to meet the plasterer. So he's going to come and take a look. He is all lined up and ready to go, but he's not seen it before, because until the new layout was up, there wasn't really much point in him coming to take a look. You might notice a little change in this room. So we did decide to change the layout of the stud work for this bathroom, and we basically nicked this corner back, so you can see where we had the stud before. That came down, this has gone back up. We think it's miles better. It's literally gained this space on the room, but it has made a huge difference to the way the room feels. And the ensuite still works. It's still a decent size in there. So good decision made, we think, on that one. Shame we didn't do it in the first place, but you can't win them all. The electricians have also been here this week and the plumbers carrying on with first fix. The electricians are pretty much done with first fix, to be honest, so I don't think they'll be back now until the plastering's done. I'm hoping the plastering's getting done next week. So we've put the doorway in here on the first floor. You can see we've had to add extra switches for lights and fans, holes for fans, take switches out, that kind of thing. We haven't had to do a full rewire in this house, which has been nice, but we have had to do quite a bit of jiggery pokery, moving things into the right places, sockets behind bedside tables. There's an example of that there. So that's a new one. So yeah, not a full rewire, but still quite a bit of electrics. There's no one down here today, but all systems go again next week, hopefully. We found a trapdoor. I will show you what's under there now. I literally could not believe it when I saw it. Give me 1 second. Ta-da! We have the most gigantic cellar ever going on down here. It even comes with its own ladder. I'm pretty sure when this house was renovated about 10 years ago, they used this as a skip. Because look at the state of all that stuff down there. I haven't actually been down yet, but I am told you can fully stand down there. I think we've got about 2.3 metres. So yeah, someone's gonna go down. I think I might brave it. Doug or I might brave it and see what wonders we find down there. But it probably is a whole heap of junk, which is a little bit annoying. Maybe no money to be found. We've popped this little stud in, which is where the fridge is going to sit. Here, we're currently working on the kitchen plans with the kitchen designers and fitter, so I'll show you that when we've got it all finalised. Our shower trays have arrived, so they're there for the plumbers next week, because they will put them in as part of their first fix for the plumbing. And then everything else in the bathrooms will go in for second fix, so after we've plastered, tiled, etc. So yeah, another pretty good week of progress, I think. I hope you all have a good weekend and I'll see you next time. Bye!